welcome back to Purposeful Courtship. This is Shaterka here, and today we're going to talk about purpose. And you may be thinking, well, what does purpose have to do with courtship? And I'm going to tell you that it has a lot to do with courtship. So yes, it does. It has a lot to do with courtship. A lot of times when we're interested in courting and we're interested in being married, we can get consumed with it, and that's all we think about. We think about, looking good so that someone will be attracted to us. We think about putting ourselves in a place to be seen so that we can meet someone. But a lot of times we forget that we should be doing something besides just being cute and being seen, that we should be pursuing something, working on something, doing something in the process of us looking or waiting to be married. So that's what we're going to talk about today. The first question though, a lot of people wonder is, do I have a purpose? Is there a reason for me being here, or am I just here to go through life, to get a job, to work, to get the house, to get the husband, to get the kids, to, and die? Is that it? Is there more to it? Yes, there is more to it. And the easiest way to know whether or not you have a purpose is to take your right hand, place it over your heart. Do you feel a heartbeat? Hopefully you do, because that means you're alive. And if you are alive, that means you have a purpose. God does nothing without purpose. He will not create a person, put you here, have your mom go through birth and, the conception and all that stuff for no reason. God doesn't create people just to create people. So if you're here, you have a heartbeat, you have breath in your lungs, your eyes are open, you're here, you have a purpose. These are 3 scriptures that I want to share with you that proves that point. Proverbs 16:4, and this is from the ESV version. The Lord has made everything for its purpose. So that means everything that God created, the sky, the birds, the water, the air, you, all of that, there's a purpose for it. He created it for a purpose. Ephesians 2:20, for we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand that we should walk in them. It tells us that we are his workmanship and that we are created for good works. God prepared the good works beforehand. Before he created us, he had something for us to do. You were created for a purpose. Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. He has plans. There's a reason. Let's get into it. All right, so what is your purpose? How do you find it? Okay, yes, I know I'm here for a reason, but what is it? How do I discover it? I'm going to help you. Whatever you enjoy doing, your gifts, your talents, use that for the Lord. You can start there. If you like to dance, you can dance for the Lord. You like to sing for the Lord. You like to write for the Lord. You like to speak for the Lord. Whatever you do, whatever you enjoy doing, whatever you have a gift for, a knack for, you can turn it around and use it for the Lord. Proverbs 16:3, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. So you can start off, let's say you like to write. You just start off writing. You hone your gift. You work on it. You build your craft, all of that stuff. Use it for the Lord. You can start to write blogs to encourage people. You can write about things that you've been through and share that with people. You can write stories, even if it's not nonfiction. If you're writing stories, you can create stories, characters, and worlds. That's another goal of mine, is to write a novel that's going to turn people to Jesus, that's going to help open the eyes to the spiritual, the supernatural, Jesus, all of that stuff. I want to write a novel like that. You can do that, and it says, whatever you do, if you commit it to the Lord, if I commit my writing to the Lord, he will establish my plans. It's gonna happen. So whatever you're interested in, whatever you enjoy doing, you can do that for the Lord. You can start there. Colossians 3:23, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord and not for human masters. So if you're gonna write, if you're gonna sing, if you're gonna dance, do it with a spirit of excellence, as if God himself is right in front of you. He's reading what you're writing. He's watching you dance. He's listening to you sing, because in all honesty, he is. So do it as if you're doing it unto the Lord, which you should be doing it unto the Lord. And God is going to establish your plans. He's going to make a way for you. He's going to open doors. He's going to give you inspiration, creativity. That's how you get more creativity, is you work with what you have and it builds, and it just keep going and keep going. So that's another way for you to find your purpose. I like to write. So, I started off as a kid, I wrote poems. And I used to watch a lot of Lifetime as a kid. Don't let your kids watch Lifetime, but I did. I liked Lifetime when I was a kid. So, some of my stories that started off, I wrote a story about a woman and her husband and like some crazy stuff that happened or whatever. My story started off like that, just doing it for fun, and I let my friends in school read it, and they was like, oh yeah, girl, this is good. Like, you should, do something with it. It's good or whatever. I wrote poems. I wrote a poem about a dog named Spot. I never had a dog named Spot, but the poem was really cute. And I think I still have it on my mom. Somebody has it. But, so that was about nothing. It was about Spot. The story was about a lady and her husband going through some Lifetime drama or whatever. And the more I continued to write, then I wrote a self-published book that's available on Amazon right now, Hey Beautiful. That's encouraging, women, young girls about identity and their purpose and things like that. So, that's the Lord. That's me committing my work to the Lord, my gifts and stuff to the Lord, and He's establishing it. And, people are sharing it and saying, oh my gosh, like, thank you, this, I needed this or whatever. Like, I go and I read the reviews on it or whatever, and I'm like grateful, and I'm saying, okay, this is God establishing His plans in me. This is me walking into my purpose. The more I do it, the better I get, and over the years, I just continue to write it now. Like, I'm writing books now. I'm, doing other stuff. So just keep at it, and work for the Lord. Focus on, doing things for God, and it's gonna build. It's gonna get better. So get busy for the Lord. You shouldn't be focused on being seen, being cute. Yes, be cute at all times, but that shouldn't be your focus. You shouldn't be consumed with thinking, oh, what if my husband's here, or I gotta look good, or I have to be in this place because there are gonna be some Christian men here, so I need to be somewhere so I can be seen. That's not what you want your focus to be. I want to share a quick story about the story of Ruth. People talk about it all the time because everybody wants a Boaz. That's what all the Christian women are after, a Boaz. So everybody's talking about it, and they talk about the story of them and their love story or whatever. So I'm just going to share some quick, pointers from it and, to explain what happened there. All right. So story of Ruth. Her husband died. She moved away with her mother-in-law. And she got a job picking something in a field somewhere. And she went there to work. Like, she wasn't there. She wasn't looking for a husband because her husband had died already. And she was just, following behind her. She was honoring her mother-in-law. She was staying with her. She was, working. She went there to work. And she had been working she was in the fields picking up behind the other laborers that was there. Whatever they left behind, she was picking it up and taking it back to her mother-in-law. She was caring for her. So she was there from sun up to sundown working hard. And Boaz saw her, he saw her working in the fields, and he was like, who is that? And they was like, oh, that's, Ruth. She came here with Naomi or whatever. She's been here all day. She's been working or whatever. So he threw some more work away. Like, he gave her some more stuff. He was like, leave more behind or whatever. And then he showed favor to her, and he told her she can drink, from whatever when she's thirsty. He, gave her protection, said no one's gonna bother her, and she can come work anytime that she wants. And she asked him, why are you showing me such favor? Like, why are you doing all these nice things to me? And I'm gonna read it for you. This is Ruth, the book of Ruth, chapter 2, verse 11. And it says that Boaz replied, and he said, I've been told all about what you have done for your mother-in-law since the death of your husband, how you left your father and mother and your homeland, and you came to live with the people you did not know before. May the Lord repay you for what you have done. And so basically, I feel like the most important part of his response to her was that I've been told all about what you have done. Meaning, people were watching her, people saw what she was doing, and people talk. It happens. It happens in real life, it happened to Ruth. People see stuff, they talk, they tell other people about it. So if she had been out being ratchet and doing all other kind of stuff, she had done wrong to her mother-in-law, and and she still went there with her, whatever, people are going to talk about it. People are going to share it. So if people are talking about you, you want to give them something good to talk about. And it's not to say that you only want to do good stuff so people can only have good things to say about you. But at the same time, she was focused. Her goal was to go there, to be with her mother-in-law, to honor her, to help her, and to work. And that's what she went to do. And that's what got her favor for Boaz. Like the things that he heard about her, the things that he saw her working. He was not affected, he was attracted to her work ethic and the good things that he heard about her. So if you're looking for a spouse or whatever, get busy for God. Start walking in your purpose. People are going to talk, they're going to hear, and you never know, your guy could be, right around the corner. And the reason why he, talked to you in the first place is because he heard good things about you. So you want to be busy. You don't want to be just sitting around waiting, like, when is my husband coming? Because he's, he's going to want someone with some work ethic. They always like to say, well, what do you bring to the table? Or, what do you have to offer? And you don't want to just say a pretty face and, I kept my body in shape. That's not what you want to have to offer, the only thing you want to have. So start walking in your purpose. She was working for, she was doing things to honor her mother-in-law. She was working. He was attracted to that. He noticed it. He heard about it. And that's what, caught his attention. So you want to be busy for the Lord. You want to be walking in your purpose. And if you're looking to connect with a guy that's going to help you further your purpose and reach your goals in Christ, how can he do that if you're not even started in it, or if you don't even know what it is, if you're not working in it right now? No one can help you get to where you want to go if you don't know where you want to go. Right? So you need to get busy. You need to discover what your purpose is. Start working in it, honoring the Lord, building your relationship with Christ, so that when that guy comes along, he's adding to you and he's not trying to raise you and direct you where you don't even know where you want to go. Okay? He's supposed to be helping you get to where you're already headed. So purpose is important. Purpose is a part of courtship. You shouldn't be just sitting idly waiting for a husband. Let's get to work. Let's find out what we're supposed to be doing, and let's get into it. So I hope you learned something from this video. I hope that you guys are working in your purpose. You're walking in it. You're preparing yourself for marriage. You're doing all that you should be doing in your time of waiting, because it's not a time. Your time of waiting is not necessarily a time of just sitting around and being idle. You should be working. You should be busy. You should be focused. Thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think of the video in the comments, and I'll see you next time.